how football became the world's most powerful sport. It's more than just a game. It's war without weapons, politics without politicians, and a religion without a god. Football, a sport that can start revolutions, stop wars, and unite nations. But how did football become this unstoppable force? This is the story of how a simple game of kicking a ball turned into the most powerful sport in the world. The origins of football are as old as civilization itself. The Chinese played Cuju. The Romans had harpastum. And medieval Europe had mob football games where entire villages would battle to get a ball from one side to another. It was chaotic, it was brutal, and it was fun. But the game we know today was born in 1863, when England finally set rules no hands, no killing your opponents, and yes, a proper goal. Football became the game of the working class, spreading like wildfire across Europe. Where the British Empire went, football followed. It arrived in South America with sailors, in Africa with missionaries, and in Asia with merchants. But it didn't stay English for long. The locals took it, made it their own, and soon, football was no longer a British game. It was the world's game. Brazil played it with flair. Argentina played it with fire. Italy turned it into a defensive art. Football had evolved beyond just a sport. It was now a symbol of identity.
And the English team in white shirts give the Nazi salute during the German national anthem.
Football has been used as a tool of power for decades. Hitler tried to use the 1936 Olympics for Nazi propaganda. Italian dictator Benito Mussolini allegedly influenced referees and ensured Italy's victory in the 1934 World Cup, using the tournament as fascist propaganda to glorify his regime. And then came Maradona's Hand of God, 1986 World Cup. Maradona scored a controversial goal using his hand, famously calling it the Hand of God. The match symbolized Argentina's emotional revenge for losing the Falklands War to Britain 4 years earlier. But football doesn't just start conflicts, it can stop them too. In World War I, German and British soldiers put down their weapons to play a Christmas Day football match in no man's land. Similarly, in 2005, Ivorian footballer Didier Drogba begged his country to stop a civil war, and they did. For the first time in years, the guns went silent, and the country united over football. But with power comes corruption. Today, football is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Clubs are owned by oil tycoons, politicians, and even states. Few years back, Manchester City, one of the most dominant clubs in recent years, faced 115 financial rule breaches between 2009 and 2018. And similarly, Italian giants Juventus received a 15-point deduction for inflating transfer fees to manipulate financial records. We all speak the same language. What do you think? Is football still a game for the people, or has it become just another business? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you love football as much as we do.